His departure was felt by the whole of the Gambia, including the president, who, though on leave, had to just say goodbye to a man who, during his tenure, immensely contributed to the development aspirations of the country, whereas he said he was motivated by his leadership.
I would like to start by expressing my very sincere and very profound gratitude personally to His Excellency for coming over to see this occasion in spite of the fact that he is on leave. I think that tells a lot about what His Excellency, the regard he has for the work of FAO in this country. Your Excellency, I'm very, very grateful and very appreciative for this very pleasant and very surprise gesture. I've been here 5 years, and His Excellency has personally been a source of a great deal of inspiration for me as a leader, first of all.
Dr. Babagana Ahmad, in a touching tribute, hailed the Gambian leader for passionately and genuinely caring for the Gambian people, saying President Jammeh is not only a model for this country, but the whole continent. His departure is felt by the whole of Cabinet, most of whom had the privilege to work with the man for the period of his term.
It will be very difficult. It's very difficult for me to say goodbye to Dr. Ahmadu, because we have worked at the technical level and at the policy level, and we have achieved certain things that we've been working on. And Dr. Ahmadu has been very, very instrumental when it comes to the achievements of different sectors, because he's worked with us, he has encouraged us, he has given us literature to read.
My first encounter with Dr. Ahmadu was sometimes last year this time, when we had that critical situation of the signals coming from Nigeria. Like I said to you in the workshop, the validation workshop, I was seeing myself as somebody very dynamic in what I was doing, not having sleepless nights in Dakar, being pampered from here by the Minister of Agriculture, the Permanent Secretary. But surprisingly, Dr. Ahmadu was more on his toes than me, the Gambian, I told you. And I was very much proud of you, and I did call you that you are not only a Nigerian or a resident rep, but a true Pan-Africanist.
Agriculture is so dear to His Excellency the President, and being, as we always say, the backbone of the economy of this country, the contributions of Dr. Babagana cannot be enumerated enough. During the past 5 years he's been here, I'm sure a lot of you know about the Gambia National Agricultural Investment Plan we call the GNIPE. GNIPE is the overall strategy for agricultural development for this country, and it was costed at $282.5 million. Presently, we've already secured 165 million of that. And to a great extent, it was through the singular efforts of Dr. Babagana. He helped in the drafting of the GNIPE. And for a number of the projects that have come under the GNIPE, the most noted one being the recently approved FASDEP or GAFSIP project for 28 million. He was behind the push to have that project approved.
And since we started discussing issues around the homegrown school feeding program, Dr. Babagana has been very instrumental in what the discussions and the establishment of the program in collaboration with WFP and the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. And I remember Dr. Babagana Ahmadu pushing everyone, even within the Ministry of Agriculture, to make sure that the meetings were held, that the proposals were done, and together we've been able to secure some funding to kickstart the project. I think we have about 12 million through WFP or the EC dollars to be able to establish this program beginning this year. And we are looking at having our own homegrown school feeding program by 2020.
The Secretary General, Head of the Civil Service and Minister for Presidential Affairs, Mamadou Sabali, maintained that President Jammeh appreciates the work of the outgoing FAO country representative, which is why he came to bid him farewell.
We are all aware of the importance, Your Excellency, is to agriculture and the food issues in general, not only as a priority for the Gambia, but as a priority for the entire continent as we strive to assert our independence, not just in theory, but also in practice. We are all aware of His Excellency's appreciation of Dr. Ahmadu's contribution to the development of this country. And that is why, even though Your Excellency is on leave, you decided to come to the office to bid farewell to a dear brother and friend.
For the Vice President and Women's Affairs Minister, Aja Dr. Esitunjai Seidi, Dr. Babagana Ahmad has been an exemplary diplomat working tirelessly to make sure the set goals of government under the dynamic leadership of President Jammeh are met.
For the 5 years he's been here, yes, we've received a lot of FAO representatives in the past, no doubt about that. We've worked with many, no doubt about that. A lot of them have contributed to the development process of this country, particularly in the area of agriculture. But Your Excellency, we can also tell you that Babagana has definitely expanded that cooperation further. And when I say that, it's not only with government. Babagana has worked with people at the grassroots level. I have witnessed that, working with women's groups, youth groups, villages. He's well known. He's a household name. You go up to Basi and ask about Babagana, they'll tell you they know him. Because he's not the type of FAO representative that sits behind the desk only and works with sectors. He goes out there and works with the grassroots. I have witnessed that anyway, through his telefood programs, through a lot of the projects that he has implemented out there, assisting communities directly, and also monitoring them. So that is why really we are appreciative as the ministry responsible for women's affairs, because those are the grassroots we're talking about. I can speak for my colleague, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports. He's not here, but definitely the youth also have benefited from your programs. So we should thank you and your team.
For the President, who even though on leave had to just express his gratitude to Dr. Ahmad, who he described as a dedicated and committed diplomat who believes in field work. President Jammeh, who is always passionate about agriculture, harped on the importance of this sector and why he attaches great importance to it, which makes Babagana Ahmad's departure all the more touching.
These are some of the ceremonies I would have loved to avoid and be absent. Saying farewell to somebody that has become a household name in not only urban Gambia, but in rural Gambia. You know, his performance and his commitment and dedication to duty is unprecedented as an FAO resident rep. Agriculture is very important because even if you produce whatever you produce, you have the money. But nobody can put money in a cooking pot and cook it. Now, you can, I told people a long time ago that there may come a time when even if you have the money, you will not have food to buy. And the way things are going is now every person for yourself and God for all, especially in terms of food. So, for Africa to move away, because I see no reason why Africa cannot replace China in being the world's producer of rice. You look at DRC alone, you look at Cote d'Ivoire, you look at Guinea, you look at Ghana, you look at Liberia, Sierra Leone alone, in terms of rainfall and the amount of land that is available for rice production, Africa shouldn't, she knows why Africa should not have been the breadbasket of the whole world. Unfortunately, you go to, and people think that mechanization alone is this, there is a limit to what the mechanization can do, where mechanical equipment can do. There must be a human touch to agriculture because this is how God fashioned it. That this is the lifeline, and for it to be successful, no matter how many machines you invent, the human touch must be there. So, agriculture is very, very important.